welcome to, what is this, episode 3? I'll kill 2 at once. Let's see. Oops. Alright, so, Dungeon 4. Come on. I think Dungeon 4 is where it starts getting a bit more challenging. A lot of people seem to agree that Dungeon 6 is probably the most difficult outside of the final one, Dungeon 9, or Labyrinth 9. But, just to be safe, I think I might buy some potion. I'm not even trying to dodge these idiots. Oh. I need a few more rupees. And I need to eventually buy arrows. I think I'm good now. I think it's Labyrinth 5. Where you need arrows to beat the boss. I want to say it's either 4 or 5 where you can buy additional bombs. So look forward to that. I think I just need 7 more because I think it's 68. So last week, I don't think I've explained this at all really in a video. I had that tiny little video just explaining that I was having issues. And basically, when I tried turning on my computer, it would bring up the startup screen, and I'd hit a button to bring up the password screen, and it would just go blank. And eventually, I had to go to work, so I gave up on that. But when I got home, I decided, well, since it's going blank when I'm telling it to go to the password screen, maybe I'll just try typing in the password anyways. And actually, thankfully, that worked. It brought up the actual just the standard start menu and everything, but everything was working really slow, and oh man, the commentary on the video, I thought that was busted. That was the 2 Metal Gear Solid videos I released. Thankfully that was just whatever was going on with the computer, so once I was able to get it started, see how bad it was running, and I forced it to do a couple diagnostics. It seems to be working fine now. But, yeah, so thankfully I was able to get that. But the other problem was with the TV. So I had a 4K TV for the Xbox One and the PS4. And I had bought some heavier duty HDMI cables for the so I could get the most out of the graphics for those consoles. And I mean, occasionally I got warnings that the HDMI port was too warm. And I think what happened is just apparently my cables weren't great. So they, I think they fried the HDMI port on the TV. Because I did eventually, I tried other cables and it didn't work at all. And so I tried, I suppose I could use a condo. Hey, look at that. So I tried a different TV and thankfully it works fine. I don't know why I'm killing these guys. Haha. Oh, I was hoping for a key. Yeah, the annoying part about having a weak sword against these guys, since you're not properly killing them, they reappear immediately. Most enemies, you have to be gone from the screen for a while before they reappear. But these enemies, and I've mentioned it before, I think in the second video, the kind of blob things that break into the smaller blobs, them too, if you have the wooden sword, if you kill them in such a way where they break down, then you leave the screen, come back, and they immediately return. Kind of slurred there. They return. Huh. Eventually I'm gonna have to start bombing. Okay, here we go. I recognize this area. Here, I'll bring up the candle so you can see. So obviously I can't cross that, so it forces me to go right, and this is the direction I go to get the step ladder. Take that. Jeez. I think the fact that I have potions making me just like play more bullheaded, like I don't care, I'll just force my way through it. Those balls don't hurt you, they just make it so you can't use your sword for a moment. And these stacks of pancakes, they get you like that. They, if you buy a shield, a bigger shield, then they, will eat it. Where am I running? I don't know if I should have went up. Nope, I think... Yep, that was a waste of a key. Darn it. Because this is going to be a big room where I'm stuck by water. Yep. Oh well. Rooms like that, where you're fighting like the armored knights, the step ladder becomes wonderful because you can just go in the water where the enemy can't touch you and just attack them all. It's not so much on these guys because they just keep on jumping around, can't hit you still. Aha. Okay, it looks like I've hit basically everything so far. I'm gonna try to bomb this just to see. I think this is the snake head, so that's the eye of the snake. That's like an example of people complaining that this game is, impossible without a guide today. And like, well, I mean, sometimes you just kind of look at it like, you know what? It's a surrounded area that supposedly isn't a room. It just feels like something should be there. Like, this game isn't... It's... Sure, it's obscure and kind of hard to understand sometimes, but it's set up to encourage you to explore. Get over here. Aha. Aw. Looks like I'm gonna need some Walking. You just want me to spend money. I want to use health soon. That went well. I need to get off bombs before I waste those. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'll show you what happened. I figured it was one of these rooms. You gotta kind of like fake them out and run while they're going back. Sure doesn't make it easy. You stay away from me. Come on. Oh, okay, this guy. Ah, crap. That version of them isn't so bad. Later, you fight versions of them that have like 3 or 4 heads. And so you end up with like multiple heads flying around shooting at you while you're trying to stab him. Excuse me. That's a bit rough. Excuse me. Man. Apparently I got nothing but burps today. Alright, now that I have burps and hiccups. Now that I have the stepladder, it's a place where I can get two hearts, and I'm not positive, but that might give me enough to get the final sword. Oh, so many. I don't even know how many arrows cost. There's a store here. You can buy a heart. Oops, no! Boy, this stuff's expensive. Oh. I was gonna say there should be more. Feels weird not grabbing it. Actually, if I'm gonna buy arrows anyways, I might as well grab some of these money things that I'm about to pass. And these guys are generous. Okay, 80, that's not too bad. Of course, I suppose if you look at it as what it costs as opposed to how much you can possibly have, since you can only have up to 255 rupees, 80 is almost a third of the most you can possibly accumulate. That makes it seem more expensive. Oops. Oh, this is easier with the red candle. Hey, good guess. The red candle is the one that gives you infinite flames on a screen. Is it this? Nope. This? Okay, there it is. Nice. Somewhere in there, I think there's a part you can bomb on one of these two screens. I can't remember which one. I almost burnt the fairy. I'm pretty sure I can get arrows here. Yep. Buy something, will ya? What am I got? Okay, I'm doing all right. I need to get off the flame. Oh, there goes 5 rupees. I love how it looks like he's running while he's on the raft. Alright. Now before I go to 5, I am going to... Sorry, got a text. I'm going to see if I can get that magic sword. And then I'll give an attempt at Dungeon 5. And then win or lose, I'll end this episode. Come on. I'm really not doing good. I need to move. The red one's the only one I really worry about. The other is just kind of like wander around, don't necessarily come right at you. Those red ones, they go directly for you. I know I'm passing a couple secret areas. Oh, nice. There's certain things I'll come back and get it later. Most of it's money, so I just kind of grab it as I need it. Although, admittedly, there's not a ton you need to buy in this game. I almost went in there. He would have charged me. The most expensive thing you need to buy is the ring, and then after that it's like, you know, buy arrows, buy the candle, if you want, buy the shield. I never really use the shield. I mean, it makes certain things easier, like that guy in the water, it'll block his attack, and there's some other things in dungeons that normally you couldn't block that now you'd be able to. And so it's definitely useful. Since I can kind of just charge into battle when I get to those sponge things, I seem to always lose the shield, so I eventually just decide it's not worth the money. I think I need to go up. Yep. I think you can burn one of these. Yeah. Alright, this is a puzzle because it keeps repeating. If you go, come on. If you go to the right, you exit it. I think it's up, left, down, left. Yep. And this is how you would get to the, over by, stage 6 if you don't have the stepladder. Hey, that makes the game a bit easier. There's one other thing I might as well grab while I'm over here. Aha. Yeah, those guys still definitely hit hard, but now you can take them down pretty quickly. I'm going to grab a bracelet that would actually allow me to create a secret path in those rocks over there. Oh. That's another thing I would be able to block with the shield. Ah, it's on one of the corners. Is it this one then? Yep. Yeah. Might as well show you since I got the bracelet. Obviously, those are really good. The problem is there seems to be no rhyme or reason, so it's kind of hard to determine where you're going. But this is close enough to 5. Crap. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here and fight these guys, see if I can get a heart. Wow, I have never seen them that stingy. Man. Alright, this is the easier way to get to stage 5. There's another one of those warp things to, I think, one screen to the right. But this area, the only way it'd be able to exit going this way is where you got the second sword. And it's also the waterfall. A woman offering tips. And I don't know, some of the tips are kind of, well, all the tips are kind of vague, but you can kind of figure them out. Alright, Alright, 25 minutes. I probably should have already stopped this, but oh well. I'm going to give it an attempt. Oh, jeez, these guys. So these are the guys. There's a thing about them hating sound. And I think I mentioned in the first episode. Oh, no, I didn't mention it because I cut that part out. Originally, I went through and, like, talked a lot about what was in the manual, but, like, it was thinking, like, 17, 18 minutes of just me going through the manual before I even started playing the game. Like, I gotta cut that down. So anyways, in the manual, it mentions that these guys hate certain types of sound. And, thought I remembered that. Yeah, save the key. There you go. Dig doggers. And so, eventually you get a flute, and that actually might be in this dungeon. And so people thought, oh, he hates certain kinds of sounds, and I got an instrument. That must be what he hates. And so they'd be on that screen, they'd just sit there playing the flute over and over again, and it would seem to do absolutely nothing. And it's actually a feature that was in the Japanese Famicom version that was never put in the Western version, where, oh, I think this is around where I can get bombs. That's straight up. Nope. Ah. Somewhere in this dungeon I can buy more bombs. But anyways, on the Famicom controller, one of the controllers had a microphone. And so when fighting that enemy, oops, crap, you could shout into the microphone and kill him. Oh, screw you. Oh no. Well, can't kill him. All because I had to save a key. Give me a bomb. Please. Come on. You guys are meanies. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Oh god. Alright. I'll come back to this. I need to kill that last guy. I think through that door you can buy more bombs. There we go. Ah! Oh, no, maybe it's not this one. I know it's somewhere. Jeez. Man, my thumb just kind of slides over the D-pad hitting multiple directions at once. That's another time when it's obvious to bomb. If the map shows you that there's something to the left and there's no door. Oh boy. Oh, I hate you guys. Good job, Johnny. Ugh. That should have killed me. Heard a complaint that I kind of agree with, that, you know, since it pauses the action anyways when it refills your life, it should just kind of like instantly do it. Because especially when you have full hearts, my word, that noise gets annoying. It takes quite a while for it to refill everything. Ah! Is this my flute? Yeah. I almost bombed the bat. Bat bombing. This episode's going to be late, mainly because I didn't record it early enough to post it before work. Oops. Just looking at the map, trying to decide. Yeah, I might as well use a key, because I don't know if... I think this top area might be blocked off. Is this it? Finally. Why, yes. Yes, I would. There, now I can hold 12. And in a later dungeon, might be the... can I go down? Nope, gotta go around. It might be the final dungeon, I honestly don't remember. You can buy 16. I don't think it... I don't remember if it's the... I don't think it is the final one. I think it's like the 7th one. Yeah, I didn't even try avoiding that. Alright, I might as well get off bombs. Really? Wouldn't that have been like the worst? just make it so you can't even get through. Oh no, I didn't mean to go that close to the door. Oh, that sucks. I'm wasting my keys. I already dealt with you guys. Alright, let's go kill the big bad. I really do need to use my boomerang a bit more often. That went well. Come on. Ugh. Come on. Oh my word. What's down here? I think it closes the door behind me. Just gotta kill some guys. Okay. See if I can get some hearts. Or use some. Come on. Oh, good. Bombs. Bombs. I don't have enough bombs. Well, this is fantastic. I actually have less hearts than when I started. Even though I got one, I lost two. Alright, I should be alright. And that is Labyrinth 5. I think that's a pretty good episode. Bit long, but oh well. Thank you very much for joining me. Until next time.